Yo, welcome to SWANKVIEW TV. I'm your host Swank, and today we're gonna be doing part 3 of the Secret Covenant. Now, if y'all been following and paying attention, I done did part 1 and part 2, which was page 1 and page 2. It's 3 pages. So, like I said, there's so much content to cover in such a short amount of time. YouTube got these restrictions on me for a minute. They ain't doing me dirty, but there's some restrictions on it for the time allotted to provide you guys this content. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do page 3, and if I need some overflow to really explain and dive deeper into the content, then I'll do a 3A, basically 2 sections of part 3. So once again, thank you guys for watching SWANKVIEW TV. I'm your host Swank. All you new guys, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? Tune in with the big fella, man. It's a lot more coming. But let's get right into it. So I ended off in part 2, if you was following the series, I ended off in part 2 saying that they must never know that color is an illusion. They must always think they are not equal. And I'm here to tell you guys that when we come out of the womb, or if your mother had a cesarean, it doesn't matter. The moment you're born, you are equal. You could build a house, build a thing, and I ain't talking about restrictions on blacks and minorities, meaning that it's hard, we ain't getting a fair shake. The powers that be are not playing fair. They operating out of deceit. That's known. But I just mean period. Only person that can stop you is you. Tyler Perry was homeless. Now he's who he is. Oprah came from roaches and rats. Now she who she is. So on and so forth. So let's dive right into it. So color is an illusion, and they must always think that they are not equal. That's how you divide the races: the Mexicans versus the blacks versus the Italians versus the whoever, the Moroccans, whatever. But it's a total crock of shit. So let's say that. Now, next they say we will take over their land, resources, and wealth to exercise total control over them. You hear that? We're going to take over their land, resources, and wealth to exercise total control. You ever heard of gentrification? You ever heard of people coming in your, foreigners or whatever, coming to your neighborhood, buying up the whole neighborhood and putting your black ass out? Yeah, that's what they mean by we're going to take over their land, resources, and wealth. The black dollar is very powerful anyway, and I do a show on that. The black dollar is a lot of money. We're not all poor, and even together, we're not poor, but we have no unity. That's another show for another time. We will deceive them into accepting laws that will steal the little freedom they will have. So you notice how I keep closing in more and more and more and more. It's like, well, first I couldn't do this. Now I can't do this. Now I'm allowed not to say this. I have to be politically correct. I'm not allowed to go over here. I can't do this because I'm a black man. You go in an affluent white or European or Caucasian neighborhood, and you just walk down the street, it's already biased towards you. They're already looking at you crazy. It's an eyebrow raiser. Their antenna coming up. It's a flag. That's crazy. Moving on. We will establish a money system that will imprison them forever, keeping them and their children in debt. You ever heard of the Federal Reserve System? Did you know that the money's not backed by anything? They create this money out of thin air. You ever heard of the movie Zeitgeist? You might want to watch it. Don't listen to me. Do your homework. But I ain't telling you what I heard, because the stuff that they say in this document has been implemented, and I can see it when I look out of my window. And so can you, if you pay attention. Shout out Professor Griff, as he like to say, stop looking at stuff and let's look into it. And that's the problem. Everybody want to take a glance at something and not really understand what's going on behind the scenes. And the truth, a lot of times, is stranger than fiction. If you really want to know the truth, it'll blow your mind. But the lie is just keep coming through. Because the lie is popularized and the truth is put in a corner, shaded, covered, and hidden. So now that we have that straight, they're going to imprison you forever, keep y'all in debt forever. So before your kids even grown, before they even 10, they already in a level of perpetual debt. This money is crazy. England is loaning money to the United States at a high interest rate that we can never pay. So they pay with our bodies. Our human labor, us being alive, when you sign that birth certificate, I told you, I teach y'all about straw men and all that. It's a reason why stuff is in all caps. You're not a person. You're the entity of your name. You're not nothing to them. You get traded on the stock exchange. Did you know that? Your human being, get traded on the stock exchange. You ain't nothing but cattle. A useless eater, as I heard people say in the conscious community. And I'm not a part of the conscious community. I'm just a guy who know a little bit about a lot of shit, and I want to share with you guys who don't know. And maybe y'all can teach me something. Each one teach one. You feel me? Moving along. When they shall band together, we shall accuse them of crimes and present a different story to the world, for we shall own all the media. Who owns all the media? Exactly. Shout out Byron Allen. Shout out Tyler Perry. Y'all going crazy doing big things for the culture and for the black community as a whole. I appreciate you guys, and the rest of you guys should too. So we're going to tell a different story to the world. We're going to slander you and say you did all this when you were just trying to be positive and uplift your people. You were trying to raise the vibration. But that's a no-no, because then now you're a liability. You doing too much, you talking too much, you tell too much truth. We got to shut you down. We got to stifle him. He cannot be out here telling these people, reactivating their inner being, reactivating the energy of their ancestors, and us being kings and queens and being regal and royal. You ain't finna let them do that. So keep them down. Make them think they can only sell drugs, do drugs, get high, wear jewelry, have sex with a whole bunch of promiscuous women, and that's life. And flash cars and jewelry. So, like I said, when they band together, we shall accuse them of crimes and present a different story to the world, for we shall own all the media. And they do own all of the media. It's one or two companies that own all of the companies that you know and love and grew up on. Did you know that? Did you know that the same person that might own Standard Oil, who same person might who owns BP, the same person might own Shell, also owns Viacom, which owns BET, and like that. Like, it's all interconnected. I'm not saying that's exactly accurate, but my point is, I hope you get the gist of what I'm saying. It's the man behind the scenes 3 countries over who run shit. You just a face on a package. You don't run shit. Let's be clear. We will use our media to control the flow of information and their sentiment in our favor. When they shall rise up against us, we will crush them like insects, for they are less than that. They don't have nothing for you. No respect, no love, no human compassion, nothing. You ain't nothing to them. You a slave. You a useless eater, boy. You something to do when ain't nothing to do. They will be helpless to do anything, for they will have no weapons. Now, you notice they trying to take all the guns. And they did that before in the past history. They took all the guns. Now you can't defend yourself. Then they come in and slaughter you. You heard of the FEMA camps. That's another story for another time. But I need you to understand what's going on. It's so much to cover. We will recruit some of their own to carry out our plans. We will promise them eternal life, but eternal life they will never have, for they are not of us. They're going to get you to help them fuck the rest of us up, including your family, because it will trickle down. The recruits will be called initiates and will be indoctrinated to believe false rites of passage to higher realms. Members of these groups will think they are one with us, never knowing the truth. They must never learn this truth, for they will turn against us. Now, I don't have nothing against any fraternity, social club, order, rite, whatever. I got nothing against it, but it seems to me they talking about like Masons, or I don't know if it's Muslims or the Scottish Rite of the Masons. You know, there's so many rites of Masons. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it sounds like that. We gonna bring y'all in, make y'all think y'all on the same level with us, but really you guys are not. Y'all, we just using y'all. Y'all flunkies, y'all goofies. You send-off man. You a spin man. Like, bro, go up there and give me some. You a send-off man. You hold no weight, no rank. You gonna carry out the goal, and when you used it to us, we gonna crush you like the insect you is, because technically you ain't shit to us. You a worker. For their work will be rewarded with earthly things and great titles. Oh, that's the admiral of such and such. That's the ambassador to this. That's the mayor of that. That's the second grand master of the lodge of Masonic, whatever. That's that guy. But really, you ain't shit, because soon as they don't need you, they get rid of you, boy. You out of there. You gum on the bottom of somebody's shoe. You a scumbag. You a buster, man. Goofy. And they're going to reward you with earthly things. You're going to have a nice home, a car. You can live your life, and that's your only goal. Is cool. But what poison and damage are you doing to the generation after you? Your children and your children's children. What are you doing for them guys? Do you know that the decisions you make today affect them 20 years from now? Now they can't get a job, or they can't go to a certain place, or they're banned from something because of something that you put down just for your earthly joy? And I already told you about the whole Jesus story. You gonna tell us, suffer, kill us, hurt us, do whatever you want to us, and then when you get to heaven, we're gonna give you gold and jewelry and anything you want. You're gonna float on clouds. Are you kidding me, man? You think you playing with kids? Tell me no. Anyway, they will never reach the higher realms, for the killing of their own kind will prevent passage to the realm of enlightenment. Let me repeat that. They will never reach the higher realms, for the killing of their own kind, black on black crime sound familiar, will prevent passage to the realm of enlightenment. They will never know. They can never find out. What I'm saying, them people ain't playing fair. And they putting you in situations to do things that will block your blessings, block you raising your vibration to another frequency. Basically freeing yourself and uplifting and growing your consciousness. The truth will be hidden in their face, so close they will not be able to focus on it until it's too late. So I remember this old analogy I learned from this guy. Matter of fact, the rapper Lupe Fiasco said one day, I'm in your face like nose. You ever heard the saying you can't see the forest for the trees? It's something so close to your face. Put your hand in your face and look at it. You can't even tell it's a hand, but if you step back, you can see it. But he's saying they're going to put it so close in your face, you can't even realize or recognize what it is. And by the time you recognize it, it's too late. We already got you. We've been closing in on you for centuries. Damn near millennia. Now we got you. We got you by the short and curly. Oh, yes. So the grand illusion of freedom will be that they will never know that they are our slaves. So they telling you still they slave. We just took the shackles off. Jay-Z quoted that. Let me quote Jay-Z. He said, you always be in jail, nigga, just minus the bars. You still in jail. You still in jail. You still enslaved. Even if it ain't physically, you mentally enslaved. And your mind controls all. So if I control your mind and got that enslaved, I control your body, so you're still a physical slave as well. You work for me. You build us great wealth and you get nothing back for it but more bullshit and oppression. So, oh yes, so grand the illusion of freedom will be that they will never know that they are our slaves. When it all is in place, the reality we have created for them will own them. This reality will be their prison. They will live in self-delusion. When our goal is accomplished, a new era of domination will begin. Their minds will be bound by their beliefs, the beliefs we have established for them. Their minds will be bound by their beliefs, the beliefs we have established for them. But if they ever find out that they are equal, we shall perish then. This they must never know. So again and again, they let you know we equal. You can do anything the next man can do. And that's the end of page 2, by the way. I believe. I'm about to get ready to go into page 3. But like I said, like, comment, share, subscribe. Really take this serious. Read The Secret Covenant for yourself. It's SWANKVIEW TV. I'm your host, Swank. And I want you guys to know that this shit is so serious because, like I said, the things that's contained in this document, you can actually look out your window and see them come into fruition. Most of them are already became true. But it's some that's to come. FEMA camps, all these wars, we want gun control, you can't do this. They finna start enforcing curfews, martial law, telling your kids what they can and can't wear, telling your kids who they can and can't pray to, telling your kids how to wear their damn hair. That's crazy. You gonna tell the kid how to wear their damn hair. This is how they had naturally grew. Now if they want to change it, flip it, permit, that's on them. But that's the end of this one. I'm finna come right back. Right after this, I'm finna come right back in with part 3.1 to go ahead and wrap this up. And I might do a 3.2 if necessary because there's so much information in this document. Like I said, I don't want to go over every single little part. But thank you guys for watching SWANKVIEW TV. Once again, I'm your host, Swank. This is part 3 to The Secret Covenant. Tune in, man. Y'all be smooth.